Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Romeo and Juliet, and today we get to hear from Romeo in Act 1, Scene 1, as it's known in the folio and in other versions, but it's, he didn't even mark in Act 1, Scene 2. So once this scene is over, we're going to have to start getting a little picky about how we mark things. So anyway, after the street brawl and after the prince says, okay, Capulets, come with me and you'll get your consequences, Montagues, come later and you'll get your consequences, we discover through a conversation with Benvolio and Romeo's parents, the Montagues, that Romeo has been really emo and depressed and all of that sort of thing lately, and nobody really knows why. And then Romeo starts walking towards the area, so the Montagues leave, and it's just Benvolio there to greet Romeo, which he does, and he's going to try to find out what's wrong with Romeo. So he's like, hey, how's it going? And Romeo is being all like weepy and emo and that sort of thing, and Benvolio's like, so like, what's up? And he's like, I'm something about love. It's a real quick back and forth where you're in love, no out, out of love, no out of her favor, wherein I am in love. So basically he's saying that he loves somebody who doesn't love him back. And Benvolio's like, that's so sad because, love is supposed to be this beautiful thing that makes people happy, and it's sad that it makes you sad. And Romeo says, alas, that love, whose view is muffled still, should without eyes see pathways to his will. Where shall we dine? Oh me, what fray was here? Yet tell me not, for I have heard it all. Here's much to do with hate, but more with love. Why then, O brawling love, O loving hate, O anything of nothing first created, O heavy lightness, serious vanity, misshapen chaos of well-seeming forms, feather of lead, bright smoke, cold fire, sick health, still waking sleep, that is not what it is. This love feel I that feel no love in this. Dost thou not laugh? So his retort is that, like, yes, love is supposed to be a great thing, but it's really sad that this person that he's in love with can't see the love that he gives her, that kind of thing. And then he's like, okay, so what are we eating? And then he's like, oh my goodness, another brawl. There was another brawl. Like, what is all this stuff? And he lists off all of these contradictions, which he's being weepy and emo, basically, is what it boils down to. He's trying to be all philosophical about things, and he brings out all of these, cold fire and sick health, all these things that don't make sense with each other, because the line between love and hate, and maybe he has some idea that this old battle between the families has something to do with love more so than it had to do with hate, that kind of a thing. And he's like, that's not at all what I'm feeling in this love that I'm feeling. And Benvolio kind of laughs at him, and he's like, why are you laughing? And he's like, because you're being kind of silly. He's like, but this is what love does, and this woman that I'm in love with is so amazing, and she's so beautiful. And Benvolio's like, and what's the problem? And he's like, she's sworn to be chaste. She won't sleep with me. So Romeo is super bummed that this beautiful woman won't sleep with him, because he considers it a waste of a woman's beauty that she will not sleep with him. So yay, Romeo. He's a charmer. Benvolio decides, or tries to encourage him to come out of his funk by saying, well, okay, if you can't have her, then let's just go find you somebody else. Like, there's plenty of fish in the sea. And Romeo's like, all that's going to do is you show me another pretty woman, and I'm just going to think about this absolutely beautiful woman who I can't have. So that's just going to make everything worse. And Benvolio's like, stop being a dork. And they leave. And that's the end of Act 1, Scene 1 as it exists in other versions. In the folio, that's how the text goes, but there is no stoppage of scenage there. So anyway, but that's where we're going to stop for today. We're going to dig farther into the play tomorrow, but this is what we've got. We've got two warring families We've got a weepy emo kid who is bummed that a woman won't sleep with him because he thinks he deserves it, and that's what beautiful women are for. And we've got his cousin who wants to expose him to all of the other women in the world in the hopes to like bring him out of it, because Benvolio, he's a wingman. Yeah. Can you tell this is my favorite play? I say with all the sarcasm in my heart. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow for more as we dig further into Romeo and Juliet. Mwah.